Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. I am going to play a little bit of Hearthstone. I'm not going to do Arena, I just want to show off some of the new decks that I built using my, all those packs that I opened. I bought about 60 packs, which is about, probably about $80, $90 altogether. And it was quite fun to actually open up all the packs and build some new decks. So let's see how we can do with some of that stuff. So I've got a few decks that are okay. I like my Mage deck, I like my Priest deck, I like my Warrior deck. Of course, the Murloc Rush deck's very fun. But let's play as the Mage. The Mage actually does quite well. This is a true Mage deck, not the Summoner type Mage that I made before. And it focuses tremendously on spell power, and it's really fun. Sometimes I can get out like 8 or 9 damage arcane missiles, which is hilarious to me because it starts off with just 3. And there's only a couple cards that I don't have that would really make it better. Like the, there's a legendary, something Talnos, I think. It's a 2 mana, +1 spell power, plus card draw. Who knows, maybe we'll even end up playing against somebody famous. Could be cool. So, lots of card draw in the deck also. I like to save the Mere Entity for later on. We don't need the Cold to Cold right away, and that's too high. I do want to keep the Arcane Intellect, because I've got a couple of, whatever they're called, units that get stronger, the mana rates. So Arcane Intellect's a good card to draw early. I don't really need the Blizzard quite yet, it's unfortunate. So we'll do a turn 2 Novice Engineer. Lots of players these days, you know, you start off with a really inexpensive unit that just gives you more card draw. And a second card draw, cool. He might even just do a trade. Card draw, card draw. This one's more offensive. This one gives you the card draw right away, so a little bit of a trade. Yeah, he'll do the trade once his card draw too. That's the whole purpose of that card. You're basically buying time to get into the middle of or in late game. Now I could do this, but I think I'd rather do. Do we want to do 2 units?
What to do?
I think we'll throw out the spell power. I don't think he's got the ability to kill it right away unless he does a Shadow Word Pain. Which, if he does that, that's kind of fine with me, really. For him to waste it already on a unit that's not that serious. I mean, I don't want to throw away spell power, but I'm just expecting he'll have like a Shadow Word Pain. I think it's only 2 or 3 mana, and you can kill any unit that has less than 2 or less attack. So what do you got? Vimin. What's his name? Oh gosh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus. That happens occasionally. Yep, there's a Shadow Word Pain. Actually, he didn't spend all of his mana. That's fine.
You like my invention?
I don't have enough mana.
He's probably worried about my spell power, but I've got lots of it. Yeah, okay. He's doing a good job keeping my spell power down. I think what we'll do now is the old Arcane Intellect plus Suicide this unit plus Fire Blast. I think both Priest and Mage are about keeping the total number of units on the field very, very low. He does it through control spells. That's a good card for a Priest deck, especially if he has the ability to buff it up or heal it or keep it from dying. So that's a good unit to actually polymorph, because polymorphing it just is the same thing as silence. You won't get any card draw out of it. It's a really weak unit to waste a polymorph on, but something like this would actually be hilarious because it actually potentially bump him up to full hand, but that's not a good idea. Or I could fireball it. Frostbolt only does 3 damage. I could throw out 1 spell power. I only have +1 spell power right now. I think I'm gonna polymorph this guy. The fact that he buffed it up just makes me think that he's really hoping to get a lot of card draw out of it. And essentially we just traded 2 cards for 1, because he used the unit plus the power word shield. He did get the card draw out of the power word shield. That's about the only plus spell damage unit that I don't have in my deck. Okay, perfect. So from here we'll go with this. And we'll throw out our Spellmancer guy. And now we can do this thing, bust that up. And we'll just get another little nuke there. Start buffing up the Mana Worm. Next turn, I'll probably... Darn it, he's not going to let me build up any spell power. And there's the second Shadow Word Pain, so he only has 2 of those. Can't do another. Self-heal, and probably ends his turn. People tend to do the self-heal at the end, so you can kind of predict that if they do that, and they still have 3 mana left, they're probably done. Alright, so I think we'll do the card draw first, see what we get. An Ancient Mage, very good unit. It actually gives spell power to the units beside it, not itself. Just throw out a second Mana Worm. I could coin, which counts as a spell, which will buff him up. Coin into nothing, though. So let's just do a Fire Blast. And if this thing actually survives, which it should, because he's probably out of most of his direct nukes. He has no more Shadow Word Pains. He does have Holy Nova, which does 2 damage to enemy units and plus 2 heal to his own units, but that wouldn't kill anything, so it's kind of fun to do this if he's like spam over it. Like, oh god darn, I did it again. It gets so glowy. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty shiny.
The gates are open.
Easy unit for a mage to deal with. I'll just fireball it. In fact, if we can get enough spell power, we could even just kill it instantly. I'll do this because we've got spare mana. Let's see what we end up with. There we go. See that? Now that is a perfect scenario for me. What I can do is actually throw out my Ancient Mage between the 2, which will bump me up to plus 3 spell power, and then just Frostbolt it instead of fireballing it.
Sometimes I forget things.
So now this has plus 1 spell power. This one's now up to plus 2. Frostbolt does 6 damage. And now we'll coin into a 6 damage Arcane Missile directly on him. And then hit with these 2. It's a pretty powerful turn. Did 15 damage. Right about now is when I'm expecting to see like a Holy Nova. Ooh, or a Silence. Darn, there goes all my spell power. Oh well. Kind of weird to see a Murloc in a priest deck like that. He's not a Murloc deck. Why do you have that card? Doesn't make any sense at all. Very strange. Well, a 2/1's easy to take out with a fireball, but let's see what kind of card draw we get from this dragon. I'm kind of bummed out about losing all my spell power. Yeah, we'll use this to kill that. And I'll just hold on to my cards for now. This is still a lot of meat for him to deal with, so I don't think we're going to have much challenge winning. But man, that's really unfortunate, losing all that spell power. Plus 3. Darn. I love doing those 6 damage arcane explosions and arcane stuff. Why he's worried about that unit after silencing it, I don't really understand. I would have definitely done it on something more powerful. That thing only did 1 damage. It only had 1 more attack. There's a unit that can be kind of dangerous, but only if he actually gets a chance to buff it. I've got 2 fireballs, so we can just end the game. Pretty fun, pretty easy. I love my mage deck. I love playing as a mage in general. We'll play another one. Win 2 games as a mage in order to do the daily. In the latest beta build, they added in this music, and I love it. It's cool. Only when you're searching for an opponent. It's Warcraft 3 music. I think there's some Warcraft 2 music in here too. In fact, isn't this song Warcraft 2? It might be. I can't remember. It definitely is nostalgic. King Beers.
You asked for it.
Alright, we'll drop the Fireball and the Blizzard. Much better. Very, very good. Especially going second. To get a Mana Worm on the start and being the second player to go, you can throw out Mana Worm, plus use the coin, which immediately buffs it, plus use, if there's anything else you can cast. But I actually prefer doing it on turn 2, because then you can usually do Mana Worm plus coin plus a 2-mana spell like Frostbolt, and then your Mana Worm is actually a 3/3 unit on turn 2, which is pretty awesome. We'll see. See what we end up doing. Yeah, about the only unit that I'd really like to add in would be the Blood Mage of Thalnos. I think it's called Blood Mage Thalnos. That would be a really nice little card, because it basically would replace my Novice Engineer. It gives you the card draw on death, but if it survives, it gets a 2/2 unit with +1 spell damage. So it just plays very, very well into this deck. But it's a legendary, and I don't have enough Arcane Dust to build it, which kind of sucks. But, you know, can't have everything you want. Unless you want to spend $300, which I kind of do. Alright, so next turn we'll have 2 mana. We can do a Frostbolt, or we could just do a little bit of card draw. He'll probably try to eliminate that. He could do 1 damage to it right now, or he could backstab. Yep, there's the backstab, and then he'll probably use his Dagger Mastery and then kill it off. Or not. He's going to go with combo. Pretty easy for me to shut down, though. I want to avoid... I don't want this thing to survive. This one... What he can do, what a lot of rogues like to do, is they have a card that... it's like... shoot, what's it called? It allows them to pull the card back. They either use pandas, or they use that stupid... Not sap, but... Shadow Step, I think it's called. And they pull this unit back, and then they cast it again. It's just a quick little Shadow Step cast. So they attack with it, Shadow Step, cast it again, and then you get the combo. So this unit spawns twice. So what I could do is we could Suicide the Mana Worm plus Fire Blast on that.
What to do?
That guarantees that it dies. I don't have enough spell power to do anything serious with these spells. And I don't want to waste a Frostbolt on something that weak. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take care of this unit. Just to make sure he doesn't get the ability to do that stupid combo spam. Rogues did get nerfed in the last beta build. You used to be able to buff up your dagger with Dagger Mastery. Now you can't. Ironfur Grizzly is very useful, very good target for the Frostbolt spell. So I think we'll do that. And we'll go from there. Might see another backstab. No, he's going for the bigger taunt. Okay. Are you going to attack my unit, or are you going to hit me? He's going to hit me. Alright, so that's Fire Blast bait, or we could Cone of Cold. If I get a little bit of spell power, I could use Frostbolt to kill that unit. I could do 5 potential mana right now. I say that we polymorph this unit, because I've got a spare polymorph in the hand. And then, let's go ahead and kill that guy. We'll make him decide if he wants to suicide against my Mana Worm or not. Unfortunately, that's my second one, so I've already used both. Which is really unfortunate, because I have a lot of spells still in the deck, but what you gonna do? Shiv. Interesting. Now are you gonna hit it yourself? Cold Blood, okay. +4 attack. He hits the worm, then he'll hit me. Alright, that's fine. We took out the Senjin Shield Master. So from here, we'll go with a draw card. See what we get. Fireball. Obviously I have to take care of this unit. Since I know I don't have any Mana Worms left, I think I'd rather just do some more card draw.
I hope you like my invention.
Job's done.
And this is good. So around the middle to the like 50 to 80% of the way through the game is when I find Mirror Entity does the best. If you wait till the very end of the game, you're usually too late. If you wait till too early in the game, and you end up summoning some stupid little weak unit. It's right around 6, 7, 8 mana that people start throwing out real big units, and if you can copy it, it's very, very effective. Very little spell power. It's really not cool. Let's do Mirror Entity. And I don't want to waste these without having the spell power, so just hit him directly a bit. Assassin's Blade gives him lots of attack, 12 potential damage. Even more so if you can throw a deadly poison on it on turn 1. Or turn, like, the first use. Then it can be a 5-4 unit, 5-4 weapon. That's 20 damage. Instead he's using it for board control. Alright, perfect. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. We got a 6 mana unit that we copied. And now, so he spent like all of his mana on that unit. I get a copy of it. Mine doesn't have summoning sickness. And I can just fireball this thing. And now I'm in a very good position. It's going to be a very problematic unit for him to take care of. Oh, alright, well, at least we used him, forced him to use an assassinate on mine instead of on something else that I summoned myself. Basically, I got 6 mana unit for 3 mana. That unit's useless unless I have some other stuff on the field, though. Alright, we have to take care of that guy. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to eat a little bit of damage here. I'm not going to waste this unit without using his battle cry. What I really need is an Arcane Intellect. Or 2. Or a couple of my dragons. Get some more card draw. A tiny little bit of spell power would make that thing very easy to kill. Still no card draw. Darn it. Well, we're certainly not going to waste a polymorph on a 3/3. I have the potential to do 6 + 1 is 7 damage to him, taking him down to 8.
What to do? What to do?
Alright, we're going to have to do this. Didn't actually kill it. Shoot. I was hoping we get 2 hits in on the Iron Fur. Very ineffective use of arcane missiles, but the fact that he's on only 1 remaining durability on his blade makes me fairly confident. Here comes a combo spell. What is it, Head Crack? Go ahead. Do something stupid. Now with this deck, I don't actually use Ice Barrier at all. See, it would have been so much more effective if I had used it last turn. Alright, so we'll do this into a Cone of Cold to kill both units. We'll throw out the Fireball just to get him scared. Get him within kill range. Now I just need another Ice Bear, whatever it's called, my Ice, not Ice Lance, but Frostbolt. There's a Polymorph bait. He's trying to buff it up himself. Okay. Like I said, Polymorph bait, not a big deal to me. Mage deck does very, very well at putting down your scary units. Or if we get lucky and draw that second Fireball. Or I already used a Fireball, didn't I? And if I wanted to, I could actually kill that unit right now. 5, 7, and then this. But that's waste. I'll just polymorph it. Sorry about that. And he's only got 4 life. So unless he's got something nasty like a couple Sinister Strikes and a Head Crack, I don't see him being able to kill me. 5/4 with a charge unit. Alright, that's not good. So he's trying to rush me down. He must think he can kill me. Well, that's not going to happen. Come on, give me card draw. Give me a dragon. Dragon? Dragon. Ah, well, at least a spell power. Alright, so we'll do the Dalaran Mage into a Blizzard. I can't kill him. I can only do 3 damage. And actually, we'll save the Blizzard. So yeah, unless he's got two Sinister Strikes or something, I don't see him killing me. Maybe. But he's dead next turn. So either he kills me right now, and he top decked me, or he's dead.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's not going to do it. Nope, you lose. Game over. I don't even know why he's playing it out. It looks like I can hit him with both. Good game. Alright, so that was that. So yeah, that's my Mage deck. It's a lot of fun, lots of control, and it's pretty cool. So, pretty easy little bit of gold that we just got there, so perhaps we'll do Arena soon. So thanks very much. So thank you again for watching. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. See you soon.